Good morning, everyone. Lisa Manna is here for Molly Faye. She's out today because she's retiring.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what, I was really scared to do live television on April Fool's. I'm thinking, that's a very bad idea, Lisa. We don't want to do that. But I came anyway, just to see
and
what,
we're glad
something might fall on me or something.
Yes, yes. We're very glad to have Lisa Manna here. And, you know, I think some of those unbelievable headlines that we said today were pretty good, but they're not true. They're April Fool's jokes. They're not real. They're completely made up by the staff at onmilwaukee.com. So.
I like how you keep saying over and over again, they are not real.
They are not real.
They are not real.
Not true. Not real. So right now we're joined from On Milwaukee's co-founder Andy Tarnoff. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So this is an annual tradition that
yeah.
you make all these stories up and post them on Milwaukee. People look forward to it.
This is our big day. This is our biggest day of the year, actually. The whole front page of onmilwaukee.com has been replaced with April Fool's stories.
Somebody always falls for it, though.
A lot of people fall for it. Every year, as ridiculous as it may seem, no matter what we Photoshop, someone thinks it's real.
So some of the pictures you do Photoshop, and you pick on
Photoshop
anyone's game.
You don't have real pictures like some of these.
No, these are, yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah, I think the Photoshopping is about as much fun as writing the stories.
Well, we kind of teased a couple of them. How about the Ryan, we almost saw it there, the Ryan Braun, Aaron Rodgers story. Pretty good.
Right.
That they're chatting, they're buddies, they're out, they're talking about banned substances.
Yeah.
Which being Rogaine.
Absolutely. So if you look at Ryan's
Rogaine
beautiful,
is so dangerous.
swoopy hair, you know, the thought behind this is that he's trying to
Tiffany just
convince
wants
his
to run
buddy.
her fingers through that.
It looks very luxurious, doesn't it? They're hanging out in Malibu, and Ryan says, "Bro, you should really try these Rogaine patches."
All over.
All over.
Not just on your head.
In special places.
Yeah,
and
places we're not going to talk about.
No, you can use your imagination, or you can just read the story.
Right.
You know,
that's a good tease, Andy.
It's ripped from the headlines. You know, Ryan's being investigated for some stuff, and I think Rogaine is probably one of those banned substances.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers is not having anything to do with that.
So where do you come up with it? Do you plan all year?
Oh, yeah.
Are you thinking all year of
Yeah,
what's going to be our big April Fool's story?
All year long we're thinking about it. We've already got some ideas for next year. And then as it gets closer to April 1st, we have to weed them out because some of these jokes expire. You know,
that would not be funny anymore.
No.
But it was funny 6 months ago.
So our first meeting is usually March 1st, and we just throw out 50 ideas. And then we weed them down and we make them funnier, and off we go.
But you were saying that people actually do fall for it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I would be one of those people. But I wouldn't call and complain. But what is the one that really flipped people out?
A couple of years ago, we did a story about Betty Brinn's Children's Museum opening a bar inside.
Oh, no.
Which is a great idea. I mean,
it's plausible, right?
I would go to it, right? And Betty Brinn was cool about it, but somehow, like, the International Children's Museum magazine picked it up as a real story.
The Chinese news, you know,
right,
they tend to like
it
those
happens
stories.
all the time, and they got a lot of angry calls and emails, and you know, people take this stuff a little too seriously. The thing is, if you look at it on onmilwaukee.com, as the whole thing, you can obviously tell it's fake. But if you read a tweet or you see a Facebook post without any context, some people actually believe this stuff.
You forget what day it is.
Right,
Yes.
but I mean, we make them as ridiculous as possible. So,
But you know, the Summerfest one, which is one we kind of joked about, you got some artists signing long-term contracts, and you know the stories about Tim McGraw and everything signing till 2025.
Right, it's plausible, really.
Do you I was going to say, some people might believe that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you look at that picture, I mean, they're like on the moon.
He's going to sing his oldies 2025.
How could you look at that picture and think that that's actually real? I think that's like a lunar base, and you know, maybe they will play every year from
Tim McGraw
2025.
on Mars.
Right, right. I mean, some people think that they have been playing every year anyway.
People have threatened to sue you before. Have you ever actually been sued because you made a story?
We've been threatened. We haven't actually been sued. A couple of years ago, we did. Well, during the Iraq War, remember how everyone was anti-France? And they named the Freedom Fries.
Yeah.
Right. So we changed Bastille Days to Freedom Days, and we replaced the Eiffel Tower with a giant missile. Again, Easttown was cool with it, but
Andy.
yeah, some of
Mm.
the backers did not find that very funny. But you know, it's.
Did you threaten to countersue for having a poor sense of humor?
It's just kind of comes with the territory. We've done a thing on you guys too. I mean,
I did not see it, but I would love to.
It's all in love.
Yeah.
And you know, if you've been picked on for April Fools and on Milwaukee, it means you've really
That means
made
you've
it.
arrived.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so
that means you're a big deal.
The thing is, they all end at 11:59 tonight.
Okay.
So and then they're gone for good.
So you can't find, like
Nope.
somebody doing a search couldn't
Right.
come across the.
We have found that these stories are a lot less funny on April 2nd.
I believe that.
So today is your day to see it in its all its glory, and then, then it goes
Your
away
hits
forever.
increase a lot today.
It's usually double our traffic. It's usually the biggest day of the year.
What do you do in your personal life? I mean, this is your business
Yes.
life. You started on Milwaukee in
15 years
'98
ago.
when you were 23
Yeah.
years old. You know, so you've been doing it for a long time. But in your personal life, you're married. You've
Right.
got a little girl. Do you
Right.
play practical jokes at home on your friends and your family?
My daughter wants to plan something this year. So
old is she now?
She's 4.5. They're born on the same day.
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, a 4-year-old's joke is probably a little less
If she's
sophisticated
anything like
than what
mine, it's
she wants to
all
replace
toilet
the
humor.
she wants to replace the salt with the sugar.
Perfect.
All right. So
I
we might
wish
do
we
that.
I wish we had like a sugar bowl in our coffee closet because I would have done that today. I would have put salt in there.
Yeah. So it
You
could
can saran
happen.
wrap the toilet or something.
Yeah,
But-
that doesn't work anymore. I've tried that.
No, but this is my favorite day of the year. Opening day was my first day of self-employment. So OnMilwaukee.com launched 15 years ago today, and it's
Wow.
April Fool's.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you go to spring training this year?
I
Because
did.
usually you head out to
every
Phoenix.
single year. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It was awesome.
Yeah. So are you going to opening day today?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a very
You're going to
busy
brave
day.
it because that's a rowdy crowd.
Because people are already out there. I mean, there's tailgating
Right.
already going
Well, I'm
on.
sitting in
Radio,
the
they
press
said the
box.
first beer was poured at 7:15.
I do believe
There
that.
were lines outside. I was over there this morning, and people are already out there. But I'll be in the press box, so it's a little bit more of a sedate,
Safer.
Okay.
safer, more sober experience. A little less fun, though, probably.
I don't know. I have a feeling you're going to bring some fun there.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be fielding all those death threats from the April Fool's
Right.
editions.
Who are you going to vote? Who are you going to vote on for the racing sausage this year? Who do you think is going to be the best racer? I know who I think.
I'm
so.
a fan of Chorizo because he looks like former brewer Fernando Vina to me.
Okay.
And I was a big Vina
He's
fan.
always got a handicap with that hat, so I
Right.
feel like you have
There's
to
a
cheer
wind.
him on because
Right.
that's really an issue.
And we have a couple extra stories breaking throughout the day, so
Okay.
everything you see
Oh,
on
so-
Milwaukee.com is
there's
not
more.
done. Yeah, so we have 2 lined up right before opening pitch.
It's great. So head on out to
boy.
onmilwaukee.com because then you can just copy and paste the link, send it to your friends, see how many people you can get with the stories today.
Yeah,
There's some good
probably
ones
many.
out there.
Thank you very
the
much.
Tie-dye, the tie-dye uniforms for the wave, I really like.
Rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny because it's almost true.
Almost.
Yeah.
Head on out to our Facebook page too because we've asked you what April Fool's joke do you play on your kids? Let us know. We're going to have a chance to talk about those a little bit later in the show. Thanks for being here, Andy.
Hey, thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate it. We didn't know if you were going to show up and play a joke
April
on us.
Fools. No,
Yeah.
here I am.
That would be really
I
bad.
could stay.
Please.
Okay.
All right.